Okay, on the note of weaponizing sex, I realized that a lot of people, especially like a lot of male-centered women, use sex as a way to show their social capital, right? To show like, oh, like it doesn't matter like how the man you're having sex with is treating you as long as you're having it. Like it puts you, they in their minds, it puts them in a better position than just being like single with no hoes, right? Ooh, you could tell I'm hot. Anyway, like okay, for example, I didn't, do the do until like later in life, like around 22, I think. And up until that point, I had a lot of people that I knew that basically kind of made it seem like I was lower on the social totem pole than them because I wasn't doing it. And then after a while, I had stopped doing it for like 6 years. And when I would tell people, like, I didn't mind talking about it because it's not that deep and I'm not embarrassed about my journey. But when I would talk about it to other people, some people were, like empathetic or whatever, and, just like normal in a conversation. But I noticed like a lot of the women that are male centered would bring up how much sex that they were having and like how many men they had in their phone and blah, 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 all this stuff, which I kind of thought was weird because, or they would say like really weird comments like, oh, like maybe, like kind of trying to pinpoint like something was wrong with me. Like I'll never forget this one girl told, so we were all working together. I'm a flight attendant. And this one girl up and told like this other male flight attendant that I had been celibate for X amount of years, right? And she's just like, yeah, she's so inexperienced, blah, 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 all this stuff, mind you, in my face. And in my opinion, in an attempt to show that her social capital was more and that her worth, she would be like more valuable, I guess, to him because she was more experienced. But the funniest part is that when we're leaving dinner after sitting together, and I was kind of quiet during this conversation because she sounded crazy anyway, he wanted to go to my room. He didn't want to go with her. So anyway, on this topic, I just feel like it's really weird to try to weaponize sex in a way to like be like, oh, I'm better than you, or like I have more social capital than you. Like specifically within the context of Love Island with Sierra and Nick, kind of being like, oh, haha, we're married, or like back to that in my last video when I talked about like, I think Sierra wrote that card to herself when it was like Sierra and Nick have really loud sex. Like that's like, in my opinion, it felt like she was trying to mark her territory to like let everybody know, like even though they already knew they were closed off. But I feel like when you're mentioning sex and stuff like that, in some people's minds, they feel like, oh, like, yeah, we're closed off, but now y'all really know that we are because we're having sex. Like, duh, they know y'all having sex. Y'all all live in the same room. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think.